We're going to show you today how to replace the wiring on your SwedeTech CDI. The wiring on these, sometimes it gets a little loose right here, and it's a good idea to replace these. So we want a new wire. What I'm going to show you in this video is how these connectors actually come apart, because the wires come in from the back, and I'm going to show you a little trick for retracting this pin which comes out the back of the connector. Essentially, the pin looks like this. Here's the silver part of the pin. You can see that right here. Here's the connector. And this black is inside the housing. What you're going to really do is you're going to reach in here with a screwdriver and you're going to lift this tab, and that's going to release from the pin like so. And when that little tab releases, then you can slide the pin right back out of the housing. So that's the basic action that we're going to see. Okay, so let's go. So here's my new wire. I still have the old one in place. You'll notice I haven't taken the old one out. I like to leave that in place until I have the new one completely ready to go. I'm not going to show you the upper end. The upper end of the wire is simply a spade and a grommet. Very easy connection to the coil, very straightforward. The trick is down here in the connector. We have a black lead, we have a striped lead. The striped lead runs over to this large connector. The black lead runs to the small connector. So we'll do the small connector first, and it's exactly the same as the large one. I start by pulling the connector off, and you can see inside I have this yellow plastic lock. I'm going to pop the lock out. I'm going to use my needle nose, and I'm just going to pull that out, set that out of the way, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach in right here with my needle nose pliers, and there's a little tab, or excuse me, with my jeweler's screwdriver, and I'm going to lift up, and you can see that pin comes right out the back as soon as I lift that up. And again, what you're trying to do here is you're reaching inside right above the pin. You'll see the end of the pin, and you're going to lift this until it clears the pin, at which point the pin can slide right out the back. With the pin out, I take my new connector and I find the appropriate lead. I've got the black lead. I'm going to put that in with the prong side up. And you'll also notice that the back holes are plugged, so if you do these one at a time, you cannot make a mistake, which is great. And I'm going to slide that in there, put that right in there, and you hear that little click sound, and we're ready to reinstall that. As soon as I reinstall that piece, then I'll do exactly the same thing on this connector, and at that point I'll wire up the top, undo these two, and neaten up the wiring, and we're ready to go. Happy racing.